now you know who won the prize.
I know,
Yay.
it's amazing. Get some more of that color.
Oh no, another trip to the craft store.
What shall I do?
Taking the controller and throwing it down on the ground and walking out of the room. Hi there. Welcome to the Notorious Needle. I'm Sarah. I'm the designer.
I'm Bridget. I'm not the designer.
She's my mom.
I stitch.
And on this channel, we talk about cross-stitch. We do floss tubes and tutorials, and sometimes we also talk about current events. You may notice we're in new digs. Yay! New studio.
Yep. She got her room done finally.
Well, it's not done, but it's mostly done. So there will be a video coming soon once I finish the prettifying it. I'll show you the transformation.
Good, and then I may have to rent her husband so he can redo my room too.
It was a lot of work and it took months, but so far I'm really happy with how it's turning out. So in the background, you can see like a bunch of stitchy stuff, some of which I've shown in the video and some I haven't. If you look over here, this square photo, let's see, over here is, you can't see it too well. It's, I'll put a picture at the end of the video. It's a pretty ballerina. It's actually needlepoint that Mom did when she was 10 years old. So I thought I would point that out.
Aw, you're silly.
So yes, later will come a whole video about how we organized, or how I organized the studio. I'm calling it a studio, I think.
Okay.
Because it's more than a craft room.
Yes.
It's a studio, it's an office, and a craft room.
Yep.
Okay, so before we get started, since the last floss tube, Russia has invaded Ukraine. Everyone's aware of what's going on in the world, and it really sucks. Oh, also, this may not be a family-friendly channel because we like to use curse words. That said, it fucking sucks.
Yep.
And so you have to have 10,000 subscribers on YouTube before you can put a donate button in the video. So instead, I'm going to put a link below this video to the UNICEF fund to help the children in Ukraine. So you can see that below. I'll put that one in the comments, and I'll pin that to the top comment as well. And then I will also provide a short list of pattern makers who have created patterns in solidarity with Ukraine, and some of them are just asking for a donation, and some of them are accepting payment for the pattern, and then a portion or all of the proceeds go towards charitable organizations that are helping the people of Ukraine who really need our help, and more than our government can give right now.
Right, so if you can help a Ukraine designer by checking out their Etsy shop and buying a pattern from a Ukraine designer, that also helps, because that gets the money to the person directly when they need it most, which is pretty much now.
So yes, that's a good point, and thank you for mentioning that, because I wanted to mention by the time this video is uploaded, I will have uploaded a short on YouTube, and that will take you through your phone app and how to sort by Etsy digital downloads by location, so that you can specifically support artists who are confirmed to be located in Ukraine. And it could be anything digital, right? So they're not really shipping stuff, and Etsy has shut down a lot of Russian shops just because they can't accept payments right now, because Visa and MasterCard have shut down payments outside of Russia. But if you want to help Ukrainian artists, you can sort by Ukraine, and I will put a card, I think it's on this side. I will put a card up here, and it'll be a link to that short video that will show you how to navigate Etsy, so you can support a shop by location.
Which is not that we're not saying don't buy anything from people in Russia, because I'm not blaming the people of Russia.
No, I'm just saying that you can't do that right now on Etsy.
Right,
that's
and
all I'm
it's
saying.
out of our control.
Yeah.
We can't support the people in Russia right now, even though we know that most of the people in Russia do not support this this Ukrainian invasion.
And most of the people who do have been lied to. So.
Yeah. But we do want to help support the Ukrainian people in whatever way we can, even if it's a small way.
Yeah, even if it's a small way. So let's see. Okay, so now we can move on to the giveaway winners.
That's
Yay!
what I was smiling about. I thought you were going there first, and I'm like, yay, I'm getting excited.
I did mean to go there first, but I don't know. I need to pay less attention to the news because it's not good for me.
No, I think it is good for everybody to pay attention to the news, not just not 24/7.
Yeah, no, I'm overdoing it with I'm doom scrolling. It's not good. Don't doom scroll. But help where you can. But moving on to happier times, the giveaway, the 5K giveaway. So in the last Flosstube, we announced that the Notorious Needle YouTube channel reached 5,000 subscribers, and we're really excited and really happy and just glad to have you all with us and watching our silly little videos as we enjoy doing them. And to say thank you, we did a giveaway. Do you remember what the prizes were, Bridget?
Oh, of course I do. It was a beautiful DMC floss that's dipped in actual, and we found out 24 karat gold. It's gorgeous, and it comes in a beautiful gift box, and it has a little pamphlet with it that gives the history of DMC, and it's in English and French because DMC is a French company.
Yes.
And it's just a gorgeous little thing, and it's not inexpensive either.
No, I haven't checked recently, but it was retailing for $80 without discounts.
Recently, I checked, and it was retailing for about $125.
Seriously?
Yes, ma'am.
When did you check?
Like 2 weeks ago.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I bought these a while ago because I always wanted to do giveaways.
Yeah. Price of gold's gone up.
Oh yeah. Well,
everything's gone up.
Oh my gosh. So wow.
Yeah.
So
this is no mean little gift.
It's just to say thank you for supporting the channel. So I pre-recorded the giveaways using the YouTube comment picker. You had to post a comment with brought to you by the letter K and the number 5. So you had to post a comment with 5K. Fill out the Google form so I could mail to you, email or snail mail your prizes, and then I used the YouTube random comment picker to pick the comments. So I did that earlier, and I will insert that video here.
But first, I forgot the other prizes are.
Oh yeah.
There were 5 prizes total. Was it 5?
6 prizes total.
6 prizes total.
Yes.
Okay, so I got confused. Can't
That's
count.
okay.
You know me in math. Anyway, so the other prizes were your pick of a pattern on Notorious Needle's website.
Right.
So your pick of whatever pattern you like. So there were actually 6 winners, and now
we will announce the 6 winners. Hello, this is Sarah from the past, and I am picking the winners for the 5K giveaway by the Notorious Needle. I have entered the URL for the video and entered the criteria 5K, and there are 21 potential winners. The first prize is for the DMC Golden Skein. Let's pick our first winner. Stacy, congratulations. Stacy wrote, yes, you definitely have a tighter stitch for amigurumi so that the stuffing will not show. Also make sure not to overstuff too tightly because it will stretch your stitches. Ask me how I know this and how many times I've unstuffed and restuffed projects. It's not hard to start one from scratch. The magic circle can take a little bit to learn, but it's great for making stuffed toys. Maybe Bridget's Blackwork SAL could become some form of wand or case or mic bag. Washi tape for decorating your hoop was so smart. I have so much washi tape. Mother Moon is amazing. Wow, thanks Stacy for that comment. We really appreciate it, and congratulations on winning the Golden Skein. I will be sending that to you in the snail mail shortly, and I will email you via the email you entered into the Google form to give you the tracking information. Now let's pick our other 5 winners. The other prizes were 5 patterns of your choice from the Notorious Needle library. Let's pick another winner. Congratulations, Beautiful Sorcery. Beautiful Sorcery wrote, 5K, I know I don't qualify for the top prize, which is just fine with me. I also tried crochet as a kid and it was awful. These days I knit, which I find much easier, though not as easy as following a cross-stitch pattern. Okay, good to know, Beautiful Sorcery. Maybe I'll pick up knitting too. Mom says the same thing, that it's a little bit easier than crochet. And seeing as you're outside of the United States, I understand the first part of your comment, but hey, congratulations, you've won a free pattern. So I will send you an email and ask you which pattern you'd like to get from the Notorious Needle library. Okay, that's number 1. Pattern number 2 goes to Sharon S. Sharon writes, congratulations on 5K. I'm not surprised, enjoying watching you and learning new things. Aw, thanks Sharon, that's really kind. We appreciate you. Okay, winner number 3 for the pattern is Sycamore Stitches. Congratulations. Sycamore Stitches wrote, congrats on 5K subscribers. That's awesome. Mother Moon is looking good. I have also used washi tape on a hoop before, but had a hard time making it look nice near the top. I'll have to check out your video and see how you did it. Awesome, Sycamore Stitches. Congratulations, and I will be in touch regarding which pattern you'd like to take home. Pattern number 4 goes to Julie JCJ Knit. What is it? Knittos Shay. Julie writes, congratulations on the 5K. I love watching you ladies. Thanks for sharing. Awesome, Julie. Thank you. Congratulations on winning a free pattern. And the final pattern goes to Trish 2964. Trish wrote, congratulations on your 5K. I love your tutorials. So well done and informative. Thanks, Trish, for the kind words. I'm glad you find the tutorials helpful. And congratulations to all of our winners. For Stacy, who won the golden skein, I will send that out in the mail and I will email you the tracking information. And for the 5 winners who won a free pattern, congratulations. I will email you and find out which pattern you'd like to take home. Thanks again to everyone who participated and wishing us congratulations on 5K. We appreciate you. So, Mom, now you know who won the prize.
I know, it's amazing. Ah, congratulations, Stacy.
And congratulations to everyone who won, and thank you so much to everyone who participated. We really appreciate it. And if you'd like to get your hands on a Notorious Needle pattern at a discount, you can join the VIP club at notoriousneedle.com/get20, and that will get you access to, I think it's about a dozen free patterns and a 20% off coupon code.
Which you can use
for any pattern in the
all
shop.
the time, right?
Forever.
Right. Yes. There's no limit. It's not this month only. It's, you know.
Yeah, there's no limit. You just need to
you can be special
become
forever.
A VIP. Well, you know, I appreciate you. So, yeah, congratulations to all the winners. Woo woo. Okay, so new Stitchy Stuff. What new Stitchy stuff did you get, Mom?
New Stitchy Stuff. Oh yeah, actually, you know what I did, and I should have taken it. You're gonna yell at me. I didn't take it out of the paper.
Oh no, crinkle, crinkle. Sorry about the crinkles. Oh my gosh.
So I got 2.
Well, let's rip the Band-Aid off and do them. I'll open one, you open one, and we'll just do them all at the same time.
Where's the edge?
I don't know.
Okay, got it.
Holy cow, this is loud. This is not working. I can't get the edge.
I did mine.
Wow, I'm bad at this. See, this is why I do it ahead of time, because I'm terrible. Here.
Okay.
You know what? I didn't take mine out of the package either, but
oh, see?
But it's not sealed.
Okay. So
ooh, wow.
This is called After the Harvest. It's Bestitch Me, And I don't think I showed this one before.
No,
Can
it's
you
beautiful.
see it? Am I doing it right?
Yeah.
Okay. It is beautiful.
Wow, it's highly variegated.
Yes. I'm not sure what I would put on this yet, but I know I will find something. It just yells fall to me.
Yeah, it's
beautiful.
Or you know what would look
Halloween.
good on this? Like either solid color silhouettes.
Yes.
Or something full coverage maybe, so you don't have
the
fabric peeking through.
But I like the fabric
No, something small full coverage, and then you have the fabric all around it. And then you can make it out, or something like outline it. And that way it's easier to see against the modeled fabric. That's beautiful.
It is beautiful, but I've been getting the dark fabric for quite a while now from Stitch Me. So I emailed her and said, you know what? Switch me now to the light fabric, because I had so much light fabric and now I have a lot of dark fabric. So I want to kind of mix it up a little bit. She also has opalescent, and I might in a couple of months switch over to the opalescent. Yep. So this is the Stitch Me, and this is called Vanilla Latte.
Oh,
and so this one, and by the way, she changed her quarters.
Oh,
so you'll notice that this is a lot bigger.
Jeez, that's...
So it's 29 inches now. I think 18
measured?
by 29.
I was going to say, I can get out my measuring tape.
No, it says it right on the card.
Oh, sweet.
18 by 29.
Wow.
Yeah, so her
that's a lot of fabric.
Fat quarters are... So, I mean, literally, you can cut this in half. Seriously, you could cut that in half and get a picture out of that.
Yeah.
And I get two. And see how pretty it is? It's just such a nice, mellow... Yeah. It's just vanilla.
Yeah.
You know, very, very nice.
What count is that? 16?
This is, 16 count. I don't buy 18 count anymore unless I have a specific project I'm going to do it with, because you know, you get old, the eyesight goes, and I don't want to have to do that much work. So I'm not really getting 18 count fabric unless I have a specific thing to use it for. So that's my new Stitchy Stuff for this month.
Awesome. It's beautiful fabrics from Stitch Me. Okay, yeah, I want to rejoin a Fabric of the Month club, because I never feel like I have a big enough selection of fabrics to like start stuff on. Every time I want to start a new project, I buy new fabric, which I did. So here's my new fabric. I went to 123 Stitch.
Oh, 123stitch.com?
Stitch.com.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I bought, this is a 1/4 yard, 16 count touch of gray Ada.
Oh, nice.
So this is going to be for Mother Moon.
Ah. Now that gray is a little darker than the gray that I used.
Yeah. Oh, you've got, yours is like a blue gray.
It's a light gray.
Yeah. Yep. I wanted it a little darker because I wanted the...
You want to compare them?
The white, yeah, sure.
Well,
I wanted the white of her face to kind of...
I'll just show the back so we don't show the front. And you can see, I don't know if you can tell the difference.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you can.
Yeah, but I wanted the white of her, here,
whoops,
the white of like her face and the moon to kind of stand out a little more against the fabric. There we go. Now you can see it. Yeah.
Well, it's all outlined, so it should stand out.
Yeah.
No matter what you use.
Yeah.
Even if you did it on white, I think you could safely get away with it because it's going to be outlined.
Okay, valid. I still like the gray, and then this is called. This is a 1/4 yard of 16 count ice blue Ada.
Ooh, ice blue.
Oh, the brand for this was Wichelt. Never heard of that. Wichelt for the gray. And then the ice blue Ada is a Zweigart fabric. So this is going to be for father-son. So this will be like in the sky.
Yes.
Which I thought would look nice.
Pretty.
Oh, you can't really, it's all washed out.
It kind of is washed out.
Oh, bummer. Here, let me pick up the gray. Maybe you can see it better.
And the blue that I got for my father-son is a more of a sky blue.
Yes, you can see. Yeah, this is like a very pale.
Yes, like a cloud blue.
Yeah, it looks kind of grayish, but you can see it's blue. So that is going to be for father-son. Oh, I may not even start these till like September, but I got the fabric.
You may not get them done till next year.
And then I also picked up a 1/2 yard of 16 count black Ada Zweigart from 123stitch.com. So this is just black. And this is for a new pattern that Mom got me. which I'm going to bring up. So that's the fabric. And then, oops,
I got you a pattern?
asking me for my, yeah, you don't remember?
Nope, I don't remember. Hey, you know, in one respect, having senior moments sucks, but in another respect, you're constantly surprised. So it's really not that bad.
Here it is. This is the video game sampler by Screaming Heart Design. So I'm gonna put that on the black Ada. Here, let me bring it a little closer so you can see, because Mom is stitching this now and she's gonna be showing it to you on her whip. So, awesome. Love that. I can't wait. I'll be stitching that from my husband's future man cave coming up soon. Let's see, where did I put it? Oh, here it is.
What do you?
Another, actually, I want to show you.
New Stitchy Stuff?
Yeah, more patterns. So
I'm gonna sneak over and look at this.
I'll show that in a second. I also picked up the Ukrainian Solidarity Stitch Along from 1 Point Mind. Let me move these markers here. And this is what that looks like. So this was free on their website, and they just ask you to make a donation. So I made a donation to UNICEF.
That is really beautiful. And aren't those the colors of the Ukrainian flag?
Yeah, so the blue and the yellow are the colors of the Ukrainian flag. And then when you go to onepointmind.com and you choose the pattern, he explains all of the motifs. Like the cross is for peace, and the over the hearts, those are doves, also for peace.
And protection.
And
the cross is also for protection.
And the hearts, you know, for love. And I don't know. And he goes into all of what all the colors mean on the flag, but also like for the Ukrainian people.
So are you doing that on the black Ada so you don't have to stitch all the black background?
I will show you on whips.
Okay.
So I did start that. And then the last pattern, I keep closing my tablet, you guys, I'm sorry. And then the last pattern I wanted to show you, it is, let's see, I didn't start it yet, so it's in PDF. Oh, there's two more. So I finally downloaded the Long Dog Samplers Pandemic pattern. So it's huge.
That looks intricate.
And there we go. I haven't purchased the fabric for it yet, but it's giant. But I think I'm gonna do it like they suggest. So I'm either going to get a solid color fabric and stitch it with variegated floss, or I'm going to get hand-dyed fabric and stitch it with solid color floss.
I bet it would look good on the vanilla.
This thing, okay, so this pattern by Long Dog Samplers came out like right before the actual pandemic, ironically. And so if you Google, or if you go into like Instagram and you choose the hashtag pandemic, well, that might not work, but if you choose the hashtag Long Dog Samplers, or if you find their Instagram or Facebook page or what have you, they'll have pictures of it all over the place, because it was really popular when it first came out. And then finally, I purchased a pattern from a Ukrainian artist whose name I cannot pronounce, but on Etsy, it is spelled Yggdrasil.
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 Yggdrasil. Okay. It's the tree. No, that's not the artist's name. That's the pattern. Yggdrasil is the tree of life.
Oh, I'm sorry.
In Norse mythology. What would you do without me?
I know, right? I'm sorry. It's the design's right here. The designer is 2x2 Stitch Art. I'm sorry. The pattern is called Yggdrasil.
And it's beautiful. You got to show them the pattern.
And there's the pattern. It's like a Celtic knotwork tree of life.
I'm going to have to buy this one.
What did you say it was called? Yggdrasil? And
Yggdrasil. Yggdrasil is the tree of life.
Oh, okay.
In the Norse mythology, Yggdrasil is the tree of life.
Okay.
It goes between the three worlds.
So it's not a traditionally Ukrainian pattern, but
it looks very Celtic, actually.
But Irish is in our ancestry, so I was attracted to that. But it is 2x2 Stitch Art is a Ukrainian artist, so that's why.
Can you send me the link for that? Because I'm gonna have to buy that.
Yeah, I'll put all the patterns. I'll put the link down below.
And that pattern, it looks like it's in one color, and I'm gonna change it up.
Well, what I was
thinking
thinking
I'm gonna have to change up the colors.
I might stitch that and the long dog sampler on the same fabric using the same floss, and then they'll kind of be like a set.
Oh, that'll work too.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But that one's huge. I might stitch that. Not that one. That one's actually half the size of the long dog sampler, which I might stitch like 1/1 just because it's so giant.
That is.
And
or
then,
put it on smaller fabric. You got 18 count. So put if you want them to be kind of a set, you could play with the numbers. You could put the Yggdrasil on a 14 count, put the long dog, is that like meaning dachshund?
I don't know. I don't actually know.
Okay, so long dog.
Sampler.
I keep wanting to say that wrong.
I know. I'm like, long dog. I don't know.
Yeah.
My mouth is messing
I keep wanting to say something else.
Oh.
Anyway, definitely not family friendly. That one you could put like on an 18.
LDS, long dog sampler, LDS.
Yeah, you could put that on an 18 count.
Yeah.
And see if you could get the two.
So
to
I
be
was
similar.
thinking 18 and 20.
Yeah.
Or like 18 and 25, and the 18 would be 2/1, and the 25 would be 1/1. Because I'm feeling adventurous. Yeah, you're giving me the hairy eyeballs.
You
just like,
are feeling
25 counts.
I don't know.
Over 2?
I'm not doing the math. That's your problem. Well, 25 count over 2 is just 14.
It's 12, but yes, it's like 12 and a half.
Oh yeah. Never mind.
Yeah. That's okay. That's why I did the calculator and she uses the calculator. That's all right. The last thing for cool stitchy stuff. So I'm a huge Star Trek fan, and if you've gotten any of my emails, you've probably received a dorky
picture
Star
of Spock.
Trek GIF. Like, yeah. Will Wheaton created the Acting Ensign Pride pin, which looks like this. And the reason why it's Stitchy Stuff is because I asked my husband to break off the pin piece. You know what? Take your face off the camera and then it'll focus on the pin.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
And there you go. So I asked him to take the pointy part off the pin, and then he glued on a rare earth magnet, and then had a duplicate rare earth magnet of the same size.
And it becomes a stitch minder.
So now it is a needle minder. Yay!
Yep. I did that with a lot of my pins too. I turned them into needle minders.
So he took the stripes on that. If you ever watched Star Trek and you saw Ensign Wesley Crusher wore a gray suit, unitard, I don't know what you'd call bodysuit.
Yeah.
And then it had like stripes it had stripes across the chest, and then it came to like a dip in the shoulder. So we took that design and embellished it into the Pride Rainbow, which I really liked.
Very pretty.
Yeah. So yay, new Stitchy Stuff.
Stitchy and nerdy.
Very well, okay. Nerdy is knowing the difference between nerdy and geeky. This is geeky.
Which I don't know.
Geeky is like pop culture, and nerdy is academia.
Oh, okay.
So
makes sense.
Geeking out about Star Trek is geeky, and nerding out about the difference between nerd and geek is nerdy. Yeah.
And nobody cared.
No. Nobody cares about me.
Moving on.
I'm a nerd and a geek, but here we are. So, all right, moving on. We have finishes. Do you have any finishes, Bridget?
Nope.
No finishes. Okay.
I have no finishes.
I have a finish. I'm so excited.
You have a finish.
I do. I have a finish. So, okay, I covered the date for privacy purposes, but I finished our wedding announcement.
All right, now that does deserve a round of applause. Because you've been working on that for what, 2 years now?
A
18 months?
A year,
close.
on and off. Yeah.
Well,
I also had to like semi-design it. So.
And I'm so glad that you added more stitches to the butterfly, because it definitely needed that.
Yeah, it was too thin.
It was too thin, and now it looks much more balanced. And I do really like the font. Well, I love the fabric from day one.
Yeah, the fabric.
You might want to tell them what the fabric is.
Oh, right. It's here. It is on,
it's on the card.
It's on. The color is Escape by Bestitch Me, and this is a 16 count Aida, opalescent Aida.
It's,
so it's
definitely
like
opalescent.
sparkly.
If you can't see that on the camera, it is definitely shiny, shiny.
So for the pattern, I bought the bull on an Etsy shop, and it was not a good buying experience. So I haven't been recommending the shop.
That's fair.
I designed the butterfly and the letters myself. So
very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. And this is your wedding announcement.
This is our wedding announcement.
And you got it done just in time.
I did. I got it done in time. Yes. And I already have the frame and mat board picked out. And I think I am going to put this one behind glass.
Yeah.
Because I intend to leave it hanging up
all the
year
time.
round, and I don't want it to get dusty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think I might, I don't know, it's really humid in Florida. I might Scotch guard this one because I want it to last. But I don't know. I look at it now and I'm like, maybe I should have stitched it all the same color, but the colors are representative. In Wicca, the moon is feminine and the sun is masculine, so I chose yellow for the bowl and white for the butterfly for that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just balanced it out with the letters at the bottom.
The opalescent fabric is a lot stiffer. I'm not sure you'd need to Scotch guard that.
No, I mean to protect it from humidity since I'm putting it behind glass. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
I don't know. It needs an iron and a wash for sure. I mean, a wash and an iron.
You may recall that the first floss tube I did with you, I brought the 2 pictures of the tulips that I had made for Mom in the 1980s.
Yes.
So that was like 30-something years ago. I almost said 40. I don't think it's quite 40.
I'm not going to do the math on that one, Mom.
But those are behind glass, and those are absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
And they were in her mobile home, which was hot.
Yeah, and humid.
Because she didn't have the air on half the time.
Yeah.
So I'm not thinking you got to worry too much about it.
Okay.
Just saying.
All right.
Just
That's valid.
Because you can always take it apart, take the glass off, Scotch guard it, let it dry, and then put it back on.
Yeah, but I don't think I can wash. I got to check the directions from Be Stitch Me, but I don't think I can wash this fabric.
You can't hand wash that fabric?
I don't know. I might be able to in cold water.
You know what?
I'm going to check the...
Just email Brandy.
Okay.
She's really very responsive.
Well, I don't want to email her if she's already answered. I'm going to check her FAQs. Okay. It's probably in her FAQs.
You're probably right.
Yeah, I don't want to email her questions she's probably answered already a million times.
I'm just saying, if you email her, she's very responsive.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
So that's my finish.
Cool. I don't have a finish.
That's all right. We got,
because I usually finish a lot of things. Well, actually, that's not entirely true.
You usually finish more than me, that's for sure.
That's not entirely true, because I brought some finishes with me.
My pen was open. Did I just mark it?
It's okay. It would be the back.
Okay.
I did bring some finishes with me that I finished a long time ago.
Okay.
Like a super long time.
Yeah.
But the reason being is that because we've been using so much of the metallic threads lately, especially with Mother Moon. It's kind of, and I ended up getting a whole set of metallic threads as a present, and not this year, but a few years ago.
Okay.
And and I was just saying to Sarah the other day, oh, I wish I had more patterns that use metallic threads because they're sitting there and blah, blah, blah. And then I realized, you know what? You don't really need to have a pattern that says, oh, do this in metallic and do this not in metallic. And I wanted to bring these 2 sets because these kind of demonstrate that. I made this set like I don't know, like 100 years ago.
So this is
the 12 Days of
Christmas.
Christmas.
In a pear tree. Yep, that's 12 days. We don't remember where these patterns came from.
No, I've had these forever.
Yeah, since at least the 80s, if not before.
Yeah.
And we've been checking, you guys. We've done all kinds of Google reverse picture lookups or whatever.
And I can't find who.
So if you know, let us know. But in the meantime.
Yeah. But there was a whole set. And of course, this is the first one, the Partridge in a Pear Tree. And this is on 14 count Aida. And then I have a whole bolt of cloth that I bought. It ends up being about 13 count. Yeah. And what I did was, I don't know if you can tell the difference. That's why I have them close up. Is that this one I did in the metallic thread.
Oh, and the number one here.
The number one.
I'm going to bring that a little closer.
That's in metallic.
So you can see that it's
super shiny,
sparkly. The red is sparkly.
So I just decided on my own to do that.
Yeah.
And then the second set, so here's the 2, which is the
but you can't see the
2 turtle doves.
Oh yeah.
So
you
this
can
is
see the sparkle on this one.
Right. So and it's the same blue. Now, if you don't have that color blue, because on the 3 laying hens or whatever.
3 French hens.
There you go, 3 French hens, whatever. On the 3 hens, I didn't have that color, so I just used another color blue.
Yeah,
so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to know but you. But my point is, basically, that you can take any pattern, and just embellish it with whatever metallic threads you want. You don't have to wait for a designer to do something to say, oh yes, I can use metallic for this. You don't need permission.
Right.
Go ahead and change it up.
Whatever you want.
And, you know, it occurred to me because I was saying to her, oh, I wish I had more patterns that use metallic threads. And then it occurred to me, well, no, I did this before when I got the metallics. And I thought, oh, that would be so pretty in the metallics. And these are going to get framed and they're going to be ornaments. And I'm going to give them away for presents to some family member, whoever hasn't gotten a set already yet.
Yeah, right.
I usually make one set a year and then I figure out who hasn't gotten one yet, or who recently got married, or, you know, who recently moved out and had to, and now they have their own Christmas tree, so they need
for
ornaments.
The first time, yeah. Oh, that's a good point. That reminds me, that's my sister-in-law. Yeah, she just got a new condo.
So you know what that means
to me?
More
stuff to cross stitch.
More wall space.
Yeah.
Because I'm out of wall space, so I make my stitches and then I figure out who would like them and who would appreciate them, and I make sure they get them.
Yeah.
Because they have the wall space I don't have.
Yeah.
And it's nice because when you go to visit there, the picture's hanging up. Now, whether it's hanging up when you're not visiting, I have no way of knowing, but I don't care. You know, it's their picture. Once I give it to them, it's theirs.
Okay.
They can do what they want with it. So that's fair.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Thanks for that, Mom.
So that's kind of a little finish.
Yeah. Whips. What are you working on?
Do you want me to go first, or you want to?
I'll go first because I just have one. I only have, well, I have 2 whips. So this is the first one. This is the one I was showing you. This is the Solidarity, the Ukraine Solidarity pattern, SAL stitch along from One Point Mind. Yeah, so I am stitching it on black Aida so that I don't have to stitch the black.
I love how the red and yellow pop against that black Aida. That really looks nice. Now, are you using two threads? And you said that's
I'm using 3/1 on 14 count black Aida.
So 3 threads on 14 count. Okay, because I usually use 2, but I don't think mine would pop.
I usually use 4 and it gets too puffy because I like to do the loop start because I'm lazy. But for this, it's just, I really liked it with the 3, so I did the 3. And the colors are so vibrant against the black. I like this too because it's like a mandala type kaleidoscope thing. Yeah. So it's all same on all 4 sides, and then when you start in the middle and then you stitch out from the middle, like each new section, it makes it a new pattern almost. It just gives it a different look and feel. I don't know. Anyway,
show them the back. Look at her back. Look at that. Look at that. That is incredibly neat. I mean, her backs are neater than mine.
I'm obsessed.
Yeah, apparently. But that is a gift to be able, a talent to be able to do that back.
Or it's just neurotic.
She's going to do a class on showing you how to make your backs really neat. So that'll be like some future time.
That's like a year from now, maybe.
That's all right. You know.
All right.
Keep an eye out for that.
All right, Mom. She wants me to teach her first.
Yes. I have to take that class. Yeah. Clearly, my backs don't look as good as that.
They don't need to.
Maybe they don't, but sometimes it's just a matter of pride.
Sometimes it's nice, yeah. So that's my my second whip. I am test stitching the Pro-Choice Stitch Along, which I am planning to launch before the end of March. So again, if you're a Notorious Needle VIP, notoriousneedle.com/get20. You will hear about it first. Otherwise, I will announce it on YouTube later. I don't know if I might do a separate video for that. I think that will be fun. So I'm test stitching that, but it's super hush hush. So I can't show you. I can't show you the model yet.
No, but I think you'll like it.
Oh yeah, if you liked the We Believe Stitch Along, you're really gonna like the Pro-Choice Stitch Along. So it's the same similar vibe with like Pro-Choice protest phrases, I guess you would call it, done in a mosaic motif. So things sort of fit together with like different little motifs in between. So yeah. I think I can tell you that the primary colors are pink and red with some purple thrown in, but I wanted it to be pink and red for, you know, people with uteruses who have monthly cycles.
Wait a minute.
That was important to me.
I have a uterus. Well,
but you used to have a monthly cycle.
I don't have either one anymore.
Well, you can still, you used to have one. That's okay. It's non-discriminatory. Whether you used to have one now, or always wanted one.
Right.
You are welcome to join the Pro-Choice Stitch Along, or if you love somebody who has one or used to have one or wants one, you are welcome to stitch the Pro-Choice Stitch Along. But it's going to be fun. I learned a lot from running the last Stitch Along, so I hope to make this one even better. So I'll let you know when that comes out.
Very cool.
Your whips.
So my first whip, first of all, I have discovered that I am pretty much a monogamous stitcher.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I see all these Flosstube videos with people that have like 40 projects going at once, and I'm like, I need that sense of accomplishment when I have finished the stitch. And I get going and I don't want to stop.
Yeah.
You know, I get a momentum going and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to pick it back up again. And I don't want to stop. And the only time I do stop is if like I hit a wall, I count something wrong, I have to frog out a big piece, a big section, and then I get disgusted or frustrated and I put it to the side, and that's when I'll pick something else up.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I'm a pretty monogamous stitcher. So I'm trying to kind of break that habit a little bit, to like give myself more opportunities to stitch different things at different times.
Yeah.
But
and it's
anyway,
okay to put things away for a while, like months at a time.
Oh, I have stuff that I banned for years. I'm going to start giving that stuff away.
There you go.
But anyway, so this is the Screaming Hearts
Design.
Screaming Hearts Design. Thank you.
Video game sampler.
The video game sampler.
Yeah,
yes,
that's the one I showed you earlier.
I'm doing it in white. And I've gotten almost done. You can see I ran out of the brick color, so let me pull it down a little bit. I am almost done with this.
This color.
Yeah, so I have to make the run to the craft store and get some more of that color.
Oh no, another trip to the craft store.
What shall I do? But anyway, this is what it looks like in white. And in order to get the design, the designer asks you to donate to the NAACP, which I had no problem with. And I was reading on the Facebook page, which is where I saw it in one of my cross-stitch groups, that he was, some people were donating $5 or $10, and that's what he was asking for. So I donated $25 so that I would feel okay with sharing the design with Sarah. Because I feel like, okay, I paid for 2, so I don't mind sharing it.
Thanks.
So that's one of my whips.
It's beautiful so far.
It's fun to do. Let me tell you what, it's been really fun.
Did you read all of that? That's hilarious.
Yes.
When I showed Oscar, my husband, that pattern, he was like, that's hilarious.
And it's so true. Because I have said all those things.
All they're missing is taking the controller and throwing it down on the ground and walking out of the room. That's all that's missing.
Which is what 10-year-olds do, but
Well, that's what my kids did.
Well, but I mean, I couldn't believe how good he got, like all the little coins.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe how and the little flower here, and the little Pac-Man guys. I mean, everything is really, really cute, absolutely adorably cute.
And we played those games together.
All of them.
Back in the day.
Yes.
The original NES.
Yes.
We sure did. And I think my niece still has your...
Yep.
And she still plays it. She told me she still plays.
Yep. When she came to my house and she saw that I still had the NES, the top loader, not the front loader, because that died. We ended up getting
anymore.
We ended up getting a top loader, and of course I had to show her the trick of blowing on the game so you could get it to start.
Game changer.
Yep.
Literally.
And I mean, we had all the funky controllers and the gun for the duck hunt thing,
and the game pad that like had the joystick and the big button.
Oh yeah, all the things. All the things. Because every time Christmas came around or a birthday, you'd get something else, and we had like 60 games or something with it.
Insane.
I mean, so she saw that and she was like, "Oh, Grandma, could I have it?" I'm like, "What are you going to do with it?" It's not if it's going on eBay, sweetheart. And she's like, no, I want to play. And her girlfriend play all the time. So I'm so happy that somebody's enjoying that, because it was just kind of sitting in a drawer. I had it put away so it wouldn't get dusty.
You kept it for the grandkids, and they mostly grew out of it, you know, over time.
But they played them too.
Yeah.
But anyway, enough about that.
Okay.
This isn't a video game channel.
I know, we're gamers.
So, I know. So in this book, my next whip is Mother Moon, which is in this book by Joan Elliott, and it's on page 92. And I'm not going to show you the pattern because I'm going to show you how much I've got done on it. Let me take my needle minder off here. And I don't know, I guess,
you can leave it in the hoop.
I can leave it in the hoop. I can take it out of the hoop, whatever. But anyways, so, yeah.
Here, let me hold on to it.
You want to hold it? Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to talk about it. And I know you might have to get it closer to the camera.
Okay.
Because I've done so much more on this. The border is all Kreinik. Am I saying that right? Kreinik?
I don't know, it's German.
Yeah, and I don't really speak German. I've done a lot of the border, and it's all in the really beautiful, shiny Kreinik threads. Now I had to redo, I'm going to show you some sections here, if I can get my finger around the front. Maybe not, I don't know, I can't see.
Here, you can pull it back.
Okay,
we did a good
so I had to redo this section here, this section here, this section here, because I got dyslexic somehow. The designer has the symbol for the 025, which is the silver, slanted one way, and then the purple one, which you can barely tell the difference, is slanted the opposite way. Yeah. And so what happened was I didn't realize that they were actually two different symbols until I got over here and they're together. And I went, fudge. Yeah, I didn't say fudge.
No. You can say fuck. Your pattern was covered in fucks before.
Well, that's true. Okay, yeah. So I said, oh fuck, I can't believe I did this wrong. Oh my God, what was I thinking? And then I started looking through the pattern and trying to find every place where I had screwed up and put gray where the purple was supposed to be. But unless you look really closely, and I'm telling you right now, from 6 inches away, I can't tell the difference. You really can't tell. But I didn't want to run out of the gray and have too much of the purple left over, and I wanted to do it correctly. I wanted to use the correct colors. But there's a section around the chin, which is where the Celtic rabbits are, right around here, that is supposed to be purple, and I did it in gray, and it's gonna stay.
You can't tell.
I'm not taking it out.
Yeah.
Forget it.
Okay.
Not doing it. I did a lot of that last night, and I was like,
She's beautiful.
But I do love the frame.
The border?
I wasn't sure if I was going to do the border.
Yeah.
This is like a little spider, and she's got other animals up in the other four corners.
Like a bowl.
But I love this border here, which is a lot of black work, and it's all in the Kreinik, the purple, the really deep purple Kreinik, the plum.
Yeah, and it's like a holographic.
It is, and
yeah, so it doesn't just sparkle purple. It sparkles like purple and blue. It's so pretty.
It is really pretty. One thing I'm gonna say though is you can't take this out, and reuse the thread.
No.
You know how sometimes you can frog and you can reuse that piece of thread? No, not with the metallics. Once it's been put in here, it just, when you take it out, it snags, it knots, it does all kinds of nasty things. Yeah, and in fact, when I was frogging it, I couldn't frog it like I normally do, where you just stick the needle in and pull it up and the thread just follows you. No, when you stick the needle in and you pull it up, the Kreinik just decides it's going to split, or it's going to catch on another thread, or the needle's going to split it. You just have to do like 2 or 3 stitches and then cut it. And then two or 3 stitches and then cut it. Or
you could do a seam ripper.
Yeah.
If you can fit a seam ripper under your stitches, it's a lot easier to get out something like the metallic flosses.
Well, the reason I don't use a seam ripper is because a seam ripper will not just cut your thread; it will cut your fabric. And I've done that before.
Yeah, but you do have to be very careful.
You have to be very careful. And
excuse me.
You okay?
Yeah, I just inhaled liquid.
So you have to be very careful, and I am sometimes not that careful, especially if I am like a little PO'd about the whole situation. So you do have to be careful about the black work, because I had done a couple of things wrong. What I ended up doing with the black work, and this is a little trick, what I did was I put my marker on the pattern for half of it down here. So I did the bottom half all the way across, and then I did the top half coming all the way back, because it was easier than trying to look at which ones are slanting this way, which ones are slanting that way. Because if you see this also, it's kind of like a little slant design as well. And apparently slanting is not my superpower.
Do you mean like diagonal?
Yes.
Okay, so it's diagonal. The black work goes diagonally over the fabric square.
But it doesn't go diagonally in the same direction across the whole pattern.
No.
It goes diagonal to the left, and then it goes diagonal to the right.
Okay.
And that's the problem that I had telling the two symbols apart, because they were very close in color. I scanned it so that I could, you know, see it better in as a PDF.
Oh, yes.
And they were very
make
close.
A working copy.
Correct. And they were very close in color. And one slanted to the right and one slanted to the left. And I didn't catch that.
No, it's easy to miss. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's easy for me to miss, apparently.
Well, and when you're using, like, I don't know how many different colors this one uses. I think it's like 20 or 29. You run out of symbols.
I get it. There's thousands of symbols, but, you know, for some reason. But anyway, and there was something else we were going to talk about. Oh.
It was unspooling Kreinik thread to use on a floss drop. And when I suggested that, she said, no, no, no.
No. So here's the two colors. Like, this is the
purple.
The purple and the, I don't remember the color numbers, but this is the 25, this is the gray, and that's the purple. And when you see them on the spool, they look very different, but when you put them together on the fabric, they don't look quite that different. So if you mess up and you use one for the other, I'm just saying, don't worry about it.
No, you wanted to talk about unspooling
it. Okay. So the issue is, I found out why people say you should only use about a length about this long, because I usually use about double that length. Mm-hmm. And so as soon as I got any longer than this, which is probably 18 inches, 15 inches tops, okay, as you're pulling it through, it's knotting. It's tying itself up.
Oh, yes.
I ended up with all kinds of little knots that I ended up having to sit there with the needle and either work out or just give up and cut the knot out. Oh. So if you put it on if you unspool it and you have it on a floss drop, this stuff
you're not going to be able to pick it
to
off
itself.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to pick it off of the drop without it getting tangled with other threads.
Yeah, I think, and this is probably why they didn't sell it in skeins the way they sell DMC,
the cotton embroidery,
because they had to put it on a spool.
That makes sense.
Because seriously, this extra piece of plastic probably cost them more money than just wrapping it in a skein and putting a little piece of paper around it.
Right, a label.
Know? Exactly. Yeah. So and this is how I keep the other ones, the variegated, because I haven't bobbinated them yet.
All right.
So I mean, that works for me.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I don't think you can put the metallic on a floss drop.
Okay.
That's my 2 cents.
All right.
That's my suggestion.
That works.
I'm done preaching.
Okay. Well, I think that covers everything. So, congratulations again to all of the 5K giveaway winners. Thank you to everyone who participated. We loved reading all of your many kind comments.
Oh, you didn't read any comments from the last video.
Yeah, I did. I read 5. In the...
Oh, you read them in the... Okay, yes. In the insert.
In the past. I read them in the past.
Okay. Well, if you commented on the video and we didn't read your comment, thank you.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Thank you for joining us again and spending your time with us.
And until next time,
stitch on. Okay. Thanks for staying through to the end. Now that Mom isn't here, I can share with you something a little bit personal. She didn't want to get emotional on camera. So Grandma, if you're watching, you might want to just skip this part. My grandfather passed away last month, and he was an amazing man, so I wanted to share a little bit about him with you. He had an unusual upbringing on a farm where they paid like once a week. He met my grandma very young. I think they were teenagers in high school, and they had 6 kids, 5 girls and 1 boy. I am the daughter of the oldest daughter, and he had a long distinguished career in the military, especially the Coast Guard. He spent a lot of time in the Coast Guard. He volunteered everywhere he lived. He volunteered in like the HOA, and he volunteered to help kids wherever they were. He was always doing stuff for people, including his family. He taught us about camping, and when I say us, I mean all his kids and his grandkids. He taught us about camping and like how to start a fire and fishing. When I was older, Grandpa used to work across the street from where I worked, and we would have lunch together every Friday before he retired. And those were really interesting lunches. He was an avionics engineer, brilliant. He developed several patents for the company that he worked for, and he would talk about all the engineering and whatnot. He always helped us with our math homework, and later on in life, his creativity came out. He was carving. He carved. I have 4 birds. I'll take pictures and post them. He carved 4 birds for me. The first bird is meant to be like Hedwig from Harry Potter, and then he carved these bookends. And then when my husband and I got married, he made these little lovebirds who are sharing a worm, which was really cute. But the thing I remember, my favorite thing that I remember about my grandpa is he never ever told me that something was just for boys. Not that I liked math, not that I liked science, not that I liked camping and fishing and kayaking. None of that. Never said that to me, and he never said that to any of his kids or grandkids, that this is just for girls or this is just for boys. And I really appreciate that about him. And I thought you might appreciate that too. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.